Balance. Well, let's understand that right now we're filming and that you might hear some things going on. Some cars might drive by with loud music. We're not going to stop the reading just for that, because we're at the time and the place where everything's perfect the way it is. So right now, we're not your doctors. We're not anything of that sort. We're here to share something with you. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. There's nothing that we hold against you. We love you. So when you're looking at balance, you got to look at the true Godhead. And inside the world, there's many different religions, many different people, many different cultures. If you're holding hatred towards one group, where's the balance inside of you? Whether they're right, they're wrong, you're right, they're wrong, you got to be an observer. You witness this with your whole life. Your family, that's your main life. Some of you are a certain religion and they tell you all this practice, but they have mates that cheat on each other, or they cheat on them, or they steal, or they rob, or they talk bad about people. And you put up with this inside your experience because you don't know better as a child. So the inner part of the true Godhead is going towards this word called wholeness. And sometimes your sacral gets affected. And you got to understand that everything happens for a reason where you are, but you need the ancient winds to blow everything away. Then you get to your true island. Then you get to your Buddha mind. But the main thing we need to get to is that innermost understanding. Beyond what you think, beyond good and bad. So the balance is getting rid of. Are you really getting rid of, or are you changing the way you perceive inside your own dimension of dimensions, inside of frequencies? Sometimes what you can't see will harm you the most. And there's people that say, I don't believe this, I don't believe that, I don't do this, I don't do that. And actually they're hindering themselves. Some people say, well, you should go to church, you could do this, but then there's a man that goes fishing. And when he's out on the boat, everything's just there. Just there. And he clears. There's a woman that goes swimming and everything clears. So to have true balance, you need to understand your true self. Why do we do this? Because we want people to see. We want people to see beyond what you think. Because the true balance is your true Godhead inside yourself. Forgiveness, the act of yourself. To get there, it takes a while. But what are you trying to do? Are you trying, or are you just going with that in which guides you? Stop listening to the nonsense and saying you practice this or that, and you're with a bunch of people that are just ignorant inside themselves. That does not mean that that is you. See, our job is to guide, to be a conduit, to let you witness yourself without harming yourself, to see. to see the true balance inside of you that's always there to accomplish what you need in life. Life is grand. Life is amazing. Learn to live. Get out of the clutter of other people's minds. Just because you wear something doesn't mean you're spiritual. Just because you practice something doesn't mean that you're the greatest. The silence of the own one true self without telling anyone. The dedication. The point of the breath. The universe moves on every day, every second. And if you wake up to it and you're in it, you're living. Learn to live. Many blessings.